Good evening, Lizzie Boys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have some Monster High news to discuss, and it is actually doll-related instead of the show. There was a new episode that aired last night, and we actually learned that Twyla in G3 is canonically autistic, which is pretty cool. It's really nice to see that sort of representation be confirmed rather than just be a headcanon among the fandom. But I'm going to make a separate video about that, and instead we're going to talk about the doll leaks. The reason I'm putting off the Twyla episode is because I haven't watched it yet. And whenever I make a video about the episodes, people want a link to it, and I don't have one. So, yeah, if anyone wants to speed up the production of that video and you have a link to the episode, feel free to leave it in the comments. But yeah, for now we're going to be talking about the new doll that leaked today. It's a new Lagoona, and the back of Clawd's box, because we're just getting Clawd leaks and not Abby. Kinda sucks. But yeah, with that, let's get into it. So first and foremost, we have this brand new Lagoona doll, which I mentioned already, but we're going to be talking about her in depth now. So this Lagoona was posted by Entertainment Earth, which is a toy supplier or collectible shop. However you want to look at it, it's a website, and they sell Monster High dolls and tend to get pre-orders. I believe they get their stock directly from Mattel, so it's not like you're buying from a reseller or something. Although it's like a retailer. You're buying from a retailer, not a reseller. Yeah. So, in their post, they say Lagoona is here to bring some hauntingly beautiful style to the depths of the ocean. We don't have much information about this doll. We don't know what her price point is going to be, but people suspect that this is going to be our first Playline collector doll. If you don't understand that wording, basically think back to dolls like, what was our first Monster High collector doll? I don't want to include the Comic-Con exclusives, but let's just say the Comic-Con exclusives. Those dolls were technically collector dolls because, they were offered only at the convention, but they were more of a convention exclusive. This Lagoona is most likely going to be widely available. Okay, Playline collector, think like a holiday Barbie, or like the holiday OMG dolls. Something like that. Like you're able to find it in the store, it's on the store shelves. It's not going to be like the Monster High collectors that we've been getting, like the holiday dolls that do not show up in stores, or Haute Couture, which is a Mattel Creations exclusive. So we have a couple photos of this doll, such as this one that gives us a slightly higher quality to allow us to get a better look at her face, and at her hairstyle, which is, I'll admit, kind of basic. It's just long, wavy hair with a braid in the front. Just one single braid. Also, the headband is a separate piece from the star sunglasses. It's a separate piece you can see here. But it kind of looks like she's wearing one of those headbands with the little antennas sticking off of it that have like hearts at the top, but like it's stars instead. It looks kind of funny. So this Lagoona does include a doll stand, which is the biggest indicator so far that she is some sort of special release. Also, we have not seen any other dolls that look anything like her. If you don't remember, this Lagoona has leaked before and we've seen her, but in a much less complete state. As you can see, her shoes were blue here, whereas the final doll has gold shoes. All of her accessories are blue. The only accessory that stayed blue seems to be her sunglasses. Even her bracelet and ring changed colors. Actually, she doesn't seem to be wearing a ring. It's interesting because on the prototype with the test shot materials, she has a blue ring. I don't know. But you can see that the majority of the blue things were turned gold, and she actually didn't feature a headband at all in this test shot. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Overall, this Lagoona's pretty cute. I've seen a lot of people express that they think she's a mess, and yeah, it's a fair assessment. There is definitely a lot going on here. Between giving her such long hair, a mermaid silhouette dress for the second time, and, technically this is like the third or fourth time Lagoona's had a mermaid dress, if you count, like, Dawn of the Dance from G1. But, definitely a lot going on, but I do appreciate the use of gold to complement the darker colors that she's wearing. One thing I don't like, though, the gold lipstick. I feel like it really gets lost on her face because of her pink skin tone. Like, gold is a color that needs to be darker, or her skin tone would need to be like a lighter shade of pink, just anything to make it stand out, because the gold really doesn't stand out here. Hopefully in person it'll look better, but if I'm being honest, I think the best lip color to use for this Lagoona might have been the dark pink that they gave her on her Monster Ball doll. Like, I just think that lip color that they gave her on that doll was gorgeous, and it definitely would have complemented this doll well. Not to mention, it would have matched with her dress, because there are some hints of, like, dark pink with the jellyfish that are printed all over it. I feel like it would have worked really well. I also would like to give her a different hairstyle. I like her eye makeup. It's very pretty. Like, she's got some dark pink in the eyeshadow. Again, that's another good argument for why I think she should have had dark pink lipstick as well. I like her seahorse earrings too, although with the color, they do sort of get lost in her hair. I'll admit it took me a while to notice them. They're kind of cute. They got like a ball at the top, and then there's like a chain and little seahorses hanging off of them. It looks nice. So yeah, overall this doll is pretty cute, and I'm excited to see how much she's going to cost, because I do not believe she's up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth just yet. So it's interesting for them to even advertise this doll, considering they don't have a pre-order open for her. We don't know how much she costs. If that information does come out after I'm done filming this video, I will gladly update it to let you guys know. But for now, we don't know what she costs. We don't know what her box looks like. We just have this little collage made by Entertainment Earth. There's also this one, which seems to just be a zoomed-in version of this one. But it is a different photo, because the Mattel logo is at the top here, and in this image, the Mattel logo is all the way at the bottom. So these are different promotional images. I think this one might be from Twitter. I don't know, but this one was the one that they shared on Instagram. Overall, I'm excited to learn more about this Lagoona. I think she's super cute. And now let's talk about our other doll news. Clawdbox. So Clawdbox is pretty interesting, just because I was thinking that they were going to change it more than they did. Like, the back of his box looks pretty just like all the other ones. I was expecting them to at least change the ghouls sitting on the stairs to be, I don't know, maybe Claude and Abby. I was expecting the characters in, what was I gonna say? You know, like the characters in this wave. It's also weird to see that they're using the old art there, because it sort of clashes with Darko's art at the front. So the back of his box says that his monster type is a positive werewolf/human, because, you know, same dad as Claudine. And his monster must-have is his eye coffin and granola bar. If you're wondering how I can read this, I have a slightly higher quality image saved on my phone. I tried to let the quality be good here, but I had to screenshot it because my phone refused to export it to my iPad while I was filming. It's a mess. It's a whole mess. And every way I tried to send it lowered the quality. And it also says that his monster pet is Roxina, which we already knew. So, yeah, that's fun. There's obviously not much to go over here, but I will admit it would have been cool to see Darko redraw that illustration, that or just to make the illustration be Claude and Abby sitting on the stairs, because, again, these 5 characters aren't in Wave 2, so it doesn't make any sense for them to be the ones sitting there. So it's been a decently eventful day for Monster High news, I would say. We haven't really been getting doll leaks recently. I think the most recent thing we actually got was like Claude in his box. But now we have the back of his box as well. I really hope we get to see the back of Abby's box soon, or even Abby in her box, because, again, I really want to see more of Abby. I'm very excited for G3 Abby. Entertainment Earth actually has a pre-order for Abby, and it says that she will be out in June, which is so far away. I know it's April now, and it's only 2 months, but if you guys have ever watched South Park, there's this episode where Cartman doesn't want to wait 2 months for the Wii to come out, and then he freezes himself and ends up in the future. That's how I feel right now with Abby. I want her. I really want her. I also want this Lagoona. She's cool. And if she is going to be our first collector doll from G3, then definitely want to get my hands on her. If there was one thing that I appreciated about G2, it's that during its existence, they released a total of 3 collector dolls, which G2 didn't exist for all that long. I'm pretty sure it only got like a year or 2 at most in the sun, because it started in 2016 and ended around 2017 or 18. But we got a collector Abby, Skeleta, and even Zombie Gaga out of it. So hopefully G3 will last a long time, because this Lagoona, when you look at it, is pretty detailed. even if she looks a bit messy, I feel like I just wanted to pull up this prototype image just because it's fun to look at. I like prototypes. But even if she does look messy, she has a lot of unique accessories. Like the jellyfish purse is super cute, her shoes are very detailed, the belt piece, the necklace, it all looks super nice. The only piece I don't really vibe with are the starfish sunglasses. Like, it looks cute in the picture where she's wearing it down there off to the left, but it also just looks a bit goofy. Like, it looks so unserious. It's kind of funny. But, yeah. Overall, I'm super excited to see what this doll's box is going to look like, because package design is definitely one of the big, like, things that determine whether or not I leave a doll in their box. Like, if Lily Chang had had a normal rainbow high box, I probably would have opened her, but instead she has this gorgeous package that I wanted to keep intact. It's the same with some of my pull-up dolls. Like, I have one of Monochrome Alice where she's got like a keyhole as the hole that is the window into her box. So I left her in the box, you know? There's some things that just have such a nice package design that you don't want to unbox them. So I'm hoping this Lagoona falls into that category, just so it motivates me to leave her in her package. But yeah, I'm gonna call it there. That's all we really had to talk about today. Unless you guys want to see me talk about the Twyla episode, which again, I need a link to the episode to do that. But yeah, as always, thank you all so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the dolls in the comments below. And as always, I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!